Dreaming of small town charm and affordable living here in Brantford, Ontario? Well, hold on, because it's not all sunshine and rainbows. Brantford has grown in popularity thanks to its affordability and location, but before you pack your bags, you need to know the full story. From limited entertainment options to a downtown that's still revitalizing, there are some challenges that might surprise you. And stick around, because number 5 might make you rethink your decision entirely. Let's start with something that can be a deal breaker for many: nightlife and entertainment. If you're coming from a bigger city like Toronto, Brantford might feel, well, a bit quiet. Sure, there's some pubs and restaurants and local events, but it's not exactly the place for rooftop bars, nightclubs, or a packed calendar of concerts. Even beyond nightlife, Brantford's amenities are still catching up. For example, the city just got a Costco after years of planning, and our upscale shopping is pretty limited locally. For some, that slower pace is a draw. But if you're someone who loves a bustling social scene, Brantford might feel underwhelming. That said, for those who prefer cozy evenings and a laid-back vibe, this could just be what you're looking for. Next up, let's talk about getting around. And spoiler alert, it's not always easy. Public transit, you have options like the Brant Transit bus system, but it's pretty limited in the routes offered, and it doesn't run 24/7. This can be inconvenient and time-consuming, especially if you're used to a robust transit system like Toronto's TTC and the GO Train network. You might find Brantford's options a little frustrating if you don't own a personal vehicle. And what about commuting to the GTA? Well, be ready for longer drive times, especially during the rush hours. Without a car, it can be pretty tough to navigate here in the city and both outside of the city. For most people, driving is a necessity here. So if public transit is a major part of your lifestyle, Brantford might not be the right fit for you. Now, let's dive into one of the biggest considerations for any move: job opportunities. Brantford's economy is historically rooted in blue-collar industries. And while it's growing, the city still lacks the high-tech and professional job opportunities that you'd usually find in larger urban centers. If you're in fields like technology, finance, or creative industries, you might struggle to find the same level of career growth here. Now, that doesn't mean there are no opportunities. Brantford is home to several manufacturing and logistics companies, and its location near the GTA means you could potentially commute. But if a local, high-paying professional job is a top priority, you might need to do a little more research before committing to Brantford as your next home. For many, Brantford works as a quieter home base while they work in nearby cities. But that's not ideal if you're hoping to live and work in the same city. Let's talk about downtown Brantford. Brantford's downtown has seen improvements over the years, but it's still far from where it should be. If you're picturing a vibrant downtown with bustling shops, trendy restaurants, and lively events, Brantford just might disappoint you. Now, the city has come a long way compared to 20 or 30 years ago, but it still has a long way to go. The downtown core struggles with homelessness and substance abuse issues, which can impact the overall atmosphere and sense of safety. Now, that's not to say there aren't bright spots. There's some great local businesses, and the community efforts to revitalize the area are still underway. But if having a dynamic downtown is a deal breaker for you, this might not be the right fit. The good news is Brantford has been working on urban development projects, so the downtown may really improve over the coming years. And the vision for 10 plus years out is really exciting. But for now, this is something you need to keep in mind. Finally, let's talk about housing, both the good and the not so good. Brantford has been known for its affordable housing compared to cities like Toronto, but that's starting to change. With increasing population growth and development, home prices are on the rise, and the city is transitioning towards higher density housing. For some, this is a welcome sign of progress. For others, it's a potential downside, as it could mean more congestion and a loss of that small town feel. If you're planning to move here for affordability, make sure you do your research and act fast. The market is getting competitive, and prices in Brantford are catching up to our neighboring communities. And while the city is still cheaper than the GTA, it's not quite the hidden gem it used to be. All right, let's recap the 5 things you need to know before moving to Brantford. Number 1, limited nightlife and entertainment. It's not ideal for partygoers and social butterflies. Number 2, public transportation challenges. A car is almost a necessity for quality of life here. Number 3, job market limitations. There are fewer opportunities in high-tech and professional fields. Number 4, downtown core issues. It's still a work in progress with noticeable changes happening, but it could be a little while still. And number 5, rising housing costs. Affordability is slipping away as our city continues to grow. That said, Brantford still has its charms. It's a quieter, family-friendly city with a strong sense of community. Its location near the GTA makes it an attractive option for commuters who value space and affordability over that bustling urban lifestyle. But the big question is, are these 5 challenges something you're ready to handle? Let me know in the comments, and if you found this helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe, hit that notification bell for more insights on life in Canadian cities. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.